Hello, everybody. I'm going to let the teams know I'm going to be loading into this lobby. All right. Alrighty, folks. Welcome to SCL. We got round two of Group A, the very first match of round two. We got Savrip versus the newly promoted Panic at the Dockyards. I'm going to give the teams the word that we are ready to go here. I was yelling at them for being late, and now they're waiting on me. Savrip is the home team here, and they have elected to go with Empire for game one. Now, a little rule change going from round one to round two. In round one, the away team did not actually get a choice of faction. They had to automatically flip. The teams had to flip factions based on whatever they were in game one. Now, the away team actually gets a faction choice for game two. So we'll see what Panic at the Dockyards opts to do for game number two. So, flying for Savrip, we got Ilorn, Thanatos, Hail Sagan, Rebel Pilot, and Zareth. Notably absent from the Savrip lineup is their star bomber, Quintessence. Looks like Rebel Pilot filling her mighty, mighty big shoes. Looking over at the New Republic, we got Hod, Kriegzilla, Zero Gravitas, Ekpirate, and Platypus. Ekpirate being notably added from Notorious Tempest, as was Hod. So they are helping round out the roster for Panic at the Dockyards this season. Panic at the Dockyards having a very impressive undefeated record in round one, easily earning the promotion up into Group A. Will they be looking to test the mettle against Savrip here tonight? Up, and it looks like we have a false start here. Someone has a sound bug, and they are going to be rebuilding the lobby. So, good thing I didn't waste any breath announcing the lineups because, yep, this lobby's about to go bye-bye, folks. There you go, NROP. Hod MVP of the game. Look at that. Flying out strong for Panic of the Dockyards. Medic, the score is 0-0 with no games played. We played about 1% of a game. Where we are, well, I don't want the audience to start barfing. Both from me moving around my head so much in VR to the quality of the picture. Exactly. Hod wins. Quinn, why you no play? Are you still tired from our back-to-back affair on Sunday? It is normal, Kitster. That is normal for PSVR. However, I feel like I have a shakier head than most. I don't know. Looks like new lobby is already back up. Goodbye, Hod. Nice seeing you. All right, let's try this again, folks. Nope, not the Hod lobby. Wow, that was a thrilling start. I tell Zero Gravitas to come get his boy. Get her boy. Come get your boy. All right, they have rescued Hod from the abandoned lobby. And let's try this again. There's Hod. showing off his not tacky at all GAA helmet. I used to have that exact outfit, the gold helmet. And that jacket still is pretty nice, but we opted for all blue flight suits like Ekpired's wearing there. Not a whole lot in terms of uniform coordination. Looks like the two new additions here for Panic at the Dockyards, rocking the blues from their previous teams.
Not gonna happen.
And then Lauren just doing her own thing over here with her flight suit. Claims she doesn't like puns. Apparently doesn't like uniform coordination either. For shame. For shame, Lauren. And all but one of these players are readied up. All right, folks. This is going to be a very simple cast. Doing it from the console again. I was actually going to do it from my computer, but I ran into sound issues where my laptop did not want to output sound to my headphones just suddenly and mysteriously. So that was fun. But that's okay. Good thing the console is OP. Launching this game again from the rocks of Galatan, a map that was curiously omitted from round 1. And here they go. The New Republic fleet launching out of hyperspace into the Galatan system. This time piloted by Panic at the Dockyards. We got Kriegzilla, Ekpired, Zero Gravitas, Platypus 11, and Hod flying out of the Imperial Star Destroyer. Rebel pilot, Hail Sagan, Thanatos, Lauren, and Zareth. Let's follow the perspective of one of the flexes here. We got Thanatos looking to be hunting for his Platypus 11, trying to stop that Y-Wing farmer, that very cracked Plat, trying to slow her down into these chicken nuggets. Plat taking a bit of a bump there, already down to 49% of the hull is beaconed, but very nice farm coming in. Rapid flip in the favor of Panic at the Dockyards. I didn't think Platt was able to get much sun there, but must have popped off a Golo or something. Zero Gravitas is already on top of this cruiser. Shield's not down yet, but making their work, making their work done on the cruiser here. Morale already at about 75%. There's a pack instantly found right after the flip. Proton torpedo now going out from Zero Gravitas, doing some nice torpedo loops here. Platypus right on top, running a little dry on laser juice, but doing some boost shifts around and looking to recharge her laser energy. Good damage coming in from Panic at the Dockyards here. Charlie's shields have come down. Can't see what the hull is at. Pod popping up a resupply. Let's switch over to Ekpired here, see if we can get a read on this light cruiser hull. Down to about half, so really, really good damage. If Panic at the Dockyards keeps this up and they keep the proton torpedoes rolling, they'll be able to get this in out of phase territory and take a nice commanding lead early in this game. Cruiser now under 40%. Ekpired taking some PK pressure. Must be from Zareth and Ion lasers or something. Savrip has now targeted the incoming Corvette. That's about to go down. That's almost a flip. I believe they're one AI short. Yep, one AI short of that morale bar flip. And there we go. Savrip's turn on attack. I believe Zero Gravitas is going to come in to finish this light cruiser, though. Down to 17, a little bit of a high out of phase. Resupply going out, so a couple of torpedoes and some burst laser fire ought to do the job. Let's flip over to Savrip here, who have their turn on the Nebulon cruisers. Zareth has gotten his marks in, and shields are already evaporated. Thanatos doing some nice plasburst orbits here in the TIE Defender. Hail Sagan darting around the rocks, probably trying to stop the out of phases a little bit, applying a little bit of PK pressure now to Platypus to try to slow down that Y-Wing farm. Rebel pilot on the back of the Nebulon looks to be using standard lasers, another convert to the Church of Zugzug. Standard lasers on the TIE Bomber. Coming from Rebel pilot here. Good damage coming out of Savrip. Morale is just below 50%. Nebulon is just about at 40%. But they need to hurry. They just lost their incoming raider. This cruiser is marked again, so Savrip, if they push and if they hurry, multi-lock missiles are going to help, get this into the out-of-phase range, and Savrip has done just that. So, well done by Savrip, getting in that damage in very quickly, as they are well known to do. Rebel Pilot now lining up some packs ahead of the flip. Has a hero AI on him, and now is going to be doing the out-of-phase instead of farming. Or at least contributing to it. So anyway, going back over to Panic at the Dockyards, looks like they opted to drop that out of phase. So it looks like Zero Gravitas doing some work there. So Panic at the Dockyards, you have to say, about a phase ahead in this game. And if they burn through this cruiser fast enough, they could make a push onto the ISD and grab a shield gen or two. Cruiser's now down to 40%. Platypus doing some nice drifts there. Let's watch Hod for a little bit. Hod, well known for his flex play, now a support main. Let's watch that support life here. Ooh, he looks to be pre-positioning on a Star Destroyer. Nice pre-positioning by Hod. Creeping out on the Star Destroyer so he can get in on those marks. He's anticipating and trusting that his team is going to get Delta down pretty quickly here. Any moment now. No one seems to be picking that up on the Savrip side, and now Panic at the Dockyards with a pretty healthy morale bar to work with here on this initial strike on the ISD. Beacons now going out from Hod. Getting dunked, but too late to stop the beacons. Down to 3% on the hull. Let's see who's on the back of him. Can't tell who it is. Looks to be Thanatos. That's why a huge chunk of his hull was lost. Let's go watch this ISD strike here. Shields have not come down. Looks like they're looking to destroy the visual right shield gen. That's going to be popping any second now. Down goes the shield gen. Other shield gen is still intact, but probably enough damage right there done by Panic at the Dockyards. This means that their subsequent attack on the ISD will be a lot easier and simpler. Dunk on Zero Gravitas. Able to regen the shields pretty quickly, though. Hail Sagan looks to be on the back of her. Let's watch that chase from Sagan's perspective. Yep. As I do that, flips over to Ekpyred. Savrip has a lot of work here. So they already have a down shield gen on the ISD, and they have a full Nebulon cruiser to go to, so they must hurry here if they have a chance of getting back in this game. Panic at the Dockyards coming up here as New Republic. Oh no, Sagan! Oh, the chicken nuggets of doom here. Alright, let's watch Lauren here. We haven't given Lauren, the pun lover, any love here. Down to 36 on the hull. Xerath is still alive, so hopefully she gets a resupply. She is not converted to the Church of Standard Lasers, notably using the rotary cannon. Raider doing a very sharp turn here, but Savrip would like a stronger attack here. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get Delta out of phase, but Lauren looks to be pushed out here. Cruiser's not even at 50% yet, and they're going to need that in order to get this out of phase, but Panic at the Dockyards, to finish my earlier thought, showing that they're not messing around here as New Republic. Showing that their skill set and their objective damage proficiency is translating very well here in Group A so far in this series. Thanatos doing his damnedest to get this out of phaseable and low, but it's just not enough. They could push that if they wanted, but that's going to be an awfully long out of phase. Let's see what Sagan decides to do. He is dry on ion missiles. Not a good spot for Savrip to be in. Applying some pressure to Platypus. Platypus deftly dodging that quick lock missile. Let's switch over to the attackers here. That visual left shield gen has been dunked. Ekpyred now doing some drifts. Oh, looks to be out of power in the 408 configuration. I found myself in that the other night. That's not a configuration you really want. Finding a weak point. Finding two weak points, but in big trouble here, about to go down. Ekpyred getting kicked out of the sky over the Imperial Star Destroyer, but this Star Destroyer is in serious jeopardy. Star Destroyer now down to about 60%. Weak points are being found. Zero Gravitas doing some tight maneuvers around the deck of the Star Destroyer, popping yet another weak point. Raider, I believe, is still available for Savrip to take. If they get that now, they could send this back the other way and make a push in on the MC-75. Proton Torpedo going out from Zero Gravitas. Let's watch Kriegzilla. I don't think we've gotten his perspective a whole lot. Looking to be popping those out-of-phase turrets. Savrip needs to flip this fast if they have a chance in this game, but this Star Destroyer... Oh, nasty bunk for Kriegzilla right there. This Star Destroyer is in a very, very safe out-of-phase range now at 13%, with one shield gen already destroyed. Multi-lock missiles going out from Kriegzilla, and the Star Destroyer is now in single digits. They have started the engine park. Empire now coming back in. Looks to be trying to launch a torpedo from the side. Nope. Going to the pod going down. Zero gravitas going down. Oh, wow. A lot of Panic at the Dockyards going down, but those torpedoes from Empire are going to seal the deal here for Panic at the Dockyards, taking game one as the New Republic.
The Imperial forces have been defeated.
Very strong game coming out of Panic at the Dockyards, winning the flip, staying a phase ahead, and never really letting go of that lead. Looking at the scoreboard here, not a whole lot of PK. You actually have Hod here showing his PK roots getting a kill, Platypus with a kill, and Kriegzilla with a kill. So kills all coming out of the supports and the Y-Wings, and none coming out of the flexes. You don't see that every day. Pretty nice damage spread with Zero Gravitas leading the way with about 88k capship damage. Over here on Savrip, you got 4 kills coming out of the 2 Defender pilots. Sagan looks to be hyper-focused on PK that game, probably part of the strategy for Savrip there. And Rebel Pilot putting up a nice 82k, Lauren chipping in another 52k. Not as much damage coming out of Savrip, though, because they did not get a chance to pop in on the MC-75. So I'm going to check Discord here and see if the next lobby is ready. It is not. Panic at the Dockyard showing they are for reals, folks. They are definitely for reals. And Soul, I'm going to be around for training. No one else was casting this this game, but I'm going to hop on as soon as we're done here for Jade, CA Jade, brand new team, Cavern Angels Jade Squadron, entering in the fray of SCL for round 2, by the way. So that's my plug for them. So Soul, I'll be there for training it as soon as this cast is over. Said I lost connection to the servers, but that is a lie. Where is Quintessence? Quintessence is in the chat. Is she working? Is she ill? Very notable absence on the side of Savrip. And Quinn, you had to be there for our back-to-back games on Sunday night, but you weren't here today. I see how it is. The key is to schedule with Savrip on Wednesday, so you get no Quinn. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here. Okay. Panic at the Dockyards have selected Empire for Game 2. And the lobby is now available. My son came down with a cold about a couple of days ago, or some kind of virus, some kind of non-COVID virus, and I feel like I'm feeling it in my throat a little bit. So if you hear my voice going, that be why. All right, the players are loading in here. I'm going to take a little water break. Yeah, I don't think it's COVID, no Vals. My son is freshly vaccinated, finishing his 3rd vax there. He was tested for COVID at the pediatrician's office. It's not that. Some kind of other respiratory thing. Something he came down with on game night with Savrip during that doubleheader. My wife messaged me frantically in the middle of that. Not to make excuses, but that definitely kind of took my attention away from the game there. Got a little worried about it. He was having coughing fits, and I was pretty worried. But he was rapidly better the next day, and he's even better today. So, well, yeah, he's still a little sniffly, but yeah, he's almost better. It's not. I'm not violating HIPAA because I'm his guardian deadweight. So I can disclose his medical information as I see fit. But yeah, he's about to be 20 months old, so still a little one. I still worry about him, but he's doing fine. He was out there running around on the playground today. Okay, I think these guys might be waiting on me. Yes, they have made the wise decision to not wait for me and just go because they probably saw that I was spectating. All right, looks like no lineup changes coming out of Panic at the Dockyards, and absolutely no uniform coordination going on here. We got Kriegzilla and Zero Gravitas rocking purple flight suits. Ekpirate here with the cab knockoff flight suit. For shame. For shame, Ekpirate ripping off cab like that. We got Hod in black and gold and Platypus, and well, I guess Platypus is wearing the purple. And no lineup changes coming out of Savrip. Research papers, medic. I forget that you're so young. Yeah, I don't miss being in school. Finished my master's some years ago. Don't miss that. But you'll soon learn the pain of Outlook and the notification sounds. Ugh. All right. Launching out of hyperspace in front of the MC-75 is Savrip. As the New Republic, Thanatos, Zareth, Lauren, Rebel Pilot, and Hail Sagan. Launching out of the Imperial Star Destroyer, Hod, Kriegzilla, Platypus 11, Ekpirate, and Zero Gravitas. Let's watch one of the New Republic flexes work here. Let's watch the perspective of Hail Sagan, rocking the Proton Torps and the Ion Missiles. Let's see who their target priority is. Master of social work I am. Getting the dunk on Hod. Not able to finish that kill, but not a bad strike on Hod there, trying to disrupt him. Shield's not yet regenerated on Hod. I bet Thanatos is working on him. Another dunk going out, but deftly maneuvering away from that, but Hod probably taking the bonk death there and going down. So now these bombers are available, or the Raider. So, yep, looks like the Raider's now being targeted by Savrip Squadron. Proton Torpedo going out, but Rep Pilot going down there. Let's flip over to the Empire side here. Lauren now, the sole Y-Wing out there, is not going to be able to get a lot of farm in with this heavy defender pressure coming in. Quick lock spam coming out from Zero Gravitas. But Lauren showing off her moves. Oh, but unfortunately into the rocks of Galantan. Down to 15 on the hull, but getting a very clutch resupply from Zareth there. Let's check on the status of that Imperial Raider. Did it go down? It must have. It must have, because they are not looking at it anymore. Morale bar still very much in the favor of the Empire side here. Kriegzilla trying to get the last bit of farm so they can get a commanding morale bar lead here. And again, Panic at the Dockyards with the opening flip win here on Galantan. Let's keep on Kriegzilla's point of view here and see what he can do here on these Nebulons. Taking some pot shots at AI X-Wings. Oh, doing a little bit of farm. That's interesting. Just a wee bit of farm to help keep that morale bar healthy. Why not, I guess, if he's going to get a resupply in a moment. Interesting, interesting. Doing some rotary Burt cannon orbits here on the Nebulon. Morale is about half. Shields are just now coming down. Taking a nice slower approach there on the Nebulon. Popping off the multi-locks. And the Nebulon cruiser is falling rather rapidly here. Platypus 11 doing some very nice orbits here. Rotary cannon going off. These TIE bombers are doing work here. Nebulon is down to 50, but they need to hurry if they're going to get this out of phase. Oh, and they did not get it out of phaseable. very strong first defense from Savrip. Let's see if they can capitalize on that and snowball that into a lead in this game. Yes, Medic, I believe you got your wish, and they had burned the Raider. I think they had burned the Raider. All right, Ion Torp and Ion Missile being rocked here by Thanatos. Ion Torp did connect. Shields are now down on the Delta Cruiser. Very strong play coming out of Thanatos there, lining up the the Ion Torpedo. Proton Torpedo being launched by Sagan, and very fast damage coming out of Savrip here. Let's watch Rebel Pilot and the Y-Wing do a little work, firing a Golo to clear off those bottom turrets, making this cruiser a little bit more naked with each pass. Multi-locks going on, but ooh, Rebel Pilot out, ooh. Wedged into the side of the cruiser, or the top side of the cruiser, but okay. Only lost about 15% of his hull there. Not the most graceful of maneuvers, but it's okay. Not as deadly as the chicken nuggets. Rebel Pilot filing another Golo. Let's watch Thanatos here in the middle of Plasburst orbits, and Savrip looks to be getting this pretty easily out of phaseable, and the morale bar meter has not even moved to half yet. Now just, okay, as I say, that Corvette going down, but shields have now come down on Charlie, and now they can start to get their work on Charlie. So Savrip doing a great job of catching up on the damage here. Thanatos getting caught a little bit over the cruiser, taking some damage, but a nice pocket coming from Xerath there, and doing a little bit of extra damage on the cruiser. But nice job by Savrip getting one out of phaseable and doing some meaningful hull damage on the next one. Rebel Pilot going down there at some point, though. I must have missed that. Well, I definitely missed that. Now, the Empire side... Oh, Ekpire going down here. Wow. A lot of PK action coming out so far. So, shields are coming down on Charlie now. Krieg looks to be working down Delta to make sure that's safely out of phaseable. So what I was about to say is that Panic at the Dockyard, if they hurry, they could get both of these Nebulons out of phaseable. But right now, they're trying to make sure at least one of these is out of phaseable. Platt in here doing some more rotary cannon orbits around Charlie, trying to get that low enough. And I bet Savrip is on guard here and working on that Raider. Nope. I was wrong about that. They're working on the out of phase still, so that's a little bit slow coming in. I thought that was a little bit lower. Yes, I think the Raider... Oh, the Raider's being worked on by Thanatos with that Plasburst cannon. Looks to be just going down there. Interesting. But double out of phase. Just about achieved here by Panic at the Dockyard. So I don't know if they wanted that Raider burn. I don't know if they wanted their... Yeah, and the out of phase was taken by Savrip. So... Very strong play coming out of Panic at the Dockyards here. Savrip probably taking a little bit longer than they would have liked to get that out of phase. And now Panic at the Dockyards has a double out of phase secured here. And they are taking their time to lick their wounds. Kriegzilla in a heap of trouble going down, and that causes the flip. That does cause the flip, and now they have the double oop set up, but they have one bomber in the backfield and Kriegzilla going down. So Savrip figures, let them take the double out of phase. We got one of the farmers down. We can capitalize on this. And the shields are already down on Delta. Not a bad play. Don't give them time to lick their wounds there. Sagan getting in some burst laser fire from the X-Wing here. Let's watch Ilorn for a little bit. Ilorn rocking the gunboat Y-Wing here, popping off a proton torpedo. Delta's down to about half, and it is beaconed. Now just about at 40%. If Savrip hurries, they could push in and take a shield gen. But I bet that Panic at Dark is probably working on that Raider. Yeah, so now they have a really, really interesting choice here. So they could be super aggressive and try to push in and take the ISD gen. Lauren, take a note of the cruiser's health. Looks like they're trying to deny that out of phase. Looks like Panic at the Dockyard is trying to let that Corvette burn through and deny Savrip the out of phase morale. I'm not sure what Savrip is going to do here. It looks like they have opted to PK to try to extend the phase and make life a little bit miserable. The Corvette has jet dropped the cruiser, and I don't know if Savrip... Yeah, it looks like Savrip's going to opt to try to make a push in here, but look at Hod get further away from Sagan on the targeting computer, 3,000 meters away now, and Hod is probably well ahead on his way to the MC75 to try to get marks in. Marks going off. I'm not sure if... I don't think that was on the ISD. I think he popped his marks early. Pod in a lot of trouble here, being worked on by Sagan. So he wasn't as positionally ahead as I thought. So let's watch this MC75 attack now. Looks like they're trickling in a bit from Panic at the Darkness. Kriegzilla in by himself right now, taking a lot of punishment from the turrets of the MC75. Platypus about to make her run, though, on the shield gen, looking to clean up what Kriegzilla has started. Multi-lock missiles going out, rotary cannon, and down goes the shield gen on the MC75. Shields are still up, though. Let's watch Zero Gravitas go to work here. Dry on ordnance, popping off that ion missile, and that is the gen disable and the shield takedown on the MC75. Weak point being found by Zero Gravitas. Hod just now respawning and able to come back in. Looks like they are opting to take down power with lasers. Why not? No need to wait for those ion missiles. Are they going for the hard burn here? They might be going for the hard burn. Savrip needs to hurry. This game could still be won very easily by Panic at the Dockyards if they don't flip this fast. MC75 now down under 30. Savrip must get this last bit of AI. Oh, this is a very, very impressive turn for Panic at the Dockyards. MC75 is in huge trouble now. That is in the out-of-phasable range, easily. Now down to single digits, 6%, 5%. Zero Gravitas is just going to sit here and do some orbits. That's under 2%. We're looking at a sweep for Panic at the Dockyards. Great job by Zero Gravitas here doing some tail orbits. And I don't know if she got the MC75. No, not quite yet. It's at 1%. Hod's going to come in with some torpedoes. Burst laser fire. Did he get it? There are no Panic at the Dockyards players available. I don't think he got it. He didn't get it yet. Yeah, those torpedoes were shot down. That MC75 is hanging on by a thread. It's at 1%. One laser bolt, one missile, a conch missile, a quick lock missile, seeker warheads, anything. A baby sneeze will take out that MC75, and there it goes. An admirable defense right there at the end by Thanatos to prolong that, but prolonging the inevitable, unfortunately, for Savrip. And Panic at the Dockyards with a very strong showing here with a 2-0 sweep over Savrip. Very well played by both teams there. Let's look at the scoreboard. Platypus dying 3 times, but almost, 93k capship damage. Kriegzilla chipping in under 69k. Zero Gravitas with a very impressive 71k damage. In the TIE Defender with chipping in 3 kills as well. Ekpyred with about 45k. And then over here on Savrip, Sagan with a very impressive game. 2 kills, no deaths, 82 capship damage. Thanatos with 53k and Rebel Pilot with 44k. And Lauren with 49k. Unfortunate for Savrip. Notable absence of Quintessence, one of their star bombers here, but nonetheless putting up a very good fight against these new whippersnappers up in Group A. And those whippersnappers coming out strong with 3 points here, taking a nice commanding first showing here in Group A. And that's going to be just about it for my cast, folks. I was not able to get my PC working for this cast. And let me just let the teams know, and then we will say goodnight. GG's and well played. All right, Medic. Yep. Back to the books for you, sir. And Soul, I will be in the CA Discord in just a moment. So thank you all for tuning in. Again, to recap, this was Panic at the Dockyards versus Savrip. Savrip was actually the home team for this one, but Panic at the Dockyards taking the New Republic win in Game 1, and then the Empire win in Game 2 on an out of phase. Well played by Panic at the Dockyards. and they have earned a big 3 points here tonight. Thank you for tuning in and have a good one.